Like, I mean, take a look at my ex-girlfriend. She's everything beautiful. And she's just turned 18. Not that long ago. And I know I don't look it, but I'm 30. A friend of mine who I thought couldn't do this to me has done this to me. I'm not going to give out his name, that would be rude and unfair and unpleasant, but this is a friend of mine who I'm starting to wonder if he's my friend at all anymore. He's like, what I'm trying to get at is that everyone has a different vision of what they're going through. I see the goodness in everyone. I see the good in everyone. And a lot of times it's very challenging to do that, because I am not of my syndrome. Down syndrome is just a very small side of me. And in the world of Down syndrome, well, let's just say it's not a pretty picture. These are people with brains and with hearts, but they don't know a lot of stuff, and it's not because they don't want to. The thicker the syndrome actually is, and I don't care what the syndrome is, the more of it you're going to have on you emotionally. The mind, the ability to reason, but let's not get too far from the parents thing here. Parents screw their kids up, and I can tell you how that works. They screw them up at a very tender, very young age. Not because they meant to, but because that was the way they wanted to raise their kids. And they were successful until puberty came along and said, I've got your kid and I'm not giving him back. No matter how hard you try to fight to get them back. That's puberty right there, full force, in a nutshell. And what happens after puberty, I almost don't even want to tell you, but I'll tell you. You get reruns of your other life. As a kind of emotional, you get reruns of your first life as a small kid, and they're all coming back to haunt you. That's what happens after puberty. You get visions of yourself doing this or that as a kid, and then like something out of a Peter Pan existence, you find out later, and then like from something out of a Peter Pan existence, you often don't want to grow up. And it's not because you've been to the mountain and then you came back down again. It's not because you took some pill and woke up dead, anything like that. People were people. And you know what? That's the painful part, is that people are people. They behave so mulisely and jackass-like. They forgot what it was like when they were that young, or that much uneven, or that emotionally built up. Someone had to screw you up in life, so it might as well be the parents. They had a certain idea, and puberty took it away from them. They don't have kids anymore. Now they have now they have becoming nightmares versions of what their kids used to be. And they're stuck with it. And you know what? It's okay. Everyone I know had to go through it. My ex-girlfriend, my recent last ex-girlfriend did it. No, she's still going through that, I'm sorry. But at least she has a very acute sense of what the world is. And it's not the way she partakes, and it's not the way she's partaking it. She's got one of my best friends tied to her. And I wish she wouldn't do that to me. But this isn't about me. This is about teenage life and how bad parents react to natural causes that has nothing to do with them, about their kids growing up and eventually hitting bottle in their own mind and exploding. Parents are the same people, but they weren't always parents. They had to go through it too, but they had to go through it in a way that their parents wanted them to be, and they got screwed up because of a certain idea that their parents wanted for them, and puberty came out of the blue and robbed them of it. Robbed the parents of what they expected and wanted of their kids. Now you've got hairy, disgusting, mutilated versions of who that used to be. I'm sorry, but there's no easy way to say that. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I would definitely like to, but I won't, because that's not fair to you to you amazing people out there. You need to know the truth about this matter. It's no wonder hearts get broken. It's no wonder people lose sight of what is really important. It's not important for government right now. It's important to people who actually give a damn about the little people, or the little people becoming teenage spectrums of themselves. And I would tell this to my recent ex-girlfriend. I would tell this to everybody who is still there. In fact, I would tell this to anybody who wanted to know about it. And I know you amazing people want to know about it. So, with that being said, I'm not going to give you luck. That's the worst thing I could do. I'm not going to pray for you, because that's a form of controlling of something that is. Well, no. What I mean is, I'm not going to pray for things that didn't occur yet. No, I didn't mean that either. Well, I'm not going to pray for you or do anything like that, because I know God is doing His thing. But while He's doing His thing, we need to be doing our thing down here. Say no to drugs. Say no to parents. 89% of the time. They're useless. And I'm not saying they're useless because they're parents. I'm saying they're useless because their kids are going through that change. It's not the parents' fault they're going through that change. Meaning the kids and the teenagers. That's the fault of puberty, my friend. And that's never going to change. So, like, I mean, parents aren't useless, but in a puberty sense, you know, it's puberty's turn. But in the sense of puberty, yeah, they're useless, because, see, puberty is going to do its own thing rather than the parents want them to go through. See, puberty is going to do its own thing no matter what the parents want for their kids. I'm not protecting the parents, I'm protecting the ones who are getting victimized by puberty and get spit out the other end.